If you're struggling with a higher power, hang tight for a bit because you're gonna hear God tonight. Mr. Frank Parisi!
I don't know everybody in here, but I know everybody in here. You feel me on that? We're gonna talk about why it's so important to stay in the middle of this circle and triangle, and why it's so important to focus on evolution, elevation, creation, and service only. And this is how we keep our sword sharp. When we stay in the middle of this thing, we work these steps. We get connected to a higher power, and this thing guides us. Just like we do not see Wi-Fi or air, there's stuff we don't see, and we connect through this process. And we stay in the middle of the herd. My name is Frank Parisi. My sobriety date is July 31st of 2011, and for that I am extremely grateful. God brought me here to spread a message of hope to you. Because hope creates belief, and belief changes you, and it changes the damn world. So I grew up in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, 1979. Renee don't even know how close we really are. I grew up above the famous Parisi Bakery. It's been there since 1903. Been in my family since then. I grew up from the original Def Jam Studios. Around the corner from that was the first ever punk rock club called CBGB. 2 blocks from that was John Gotti Social Club, the Ravenite. My father was involved in the street. There was a lot going on in that area. And 0 to 8 is like, that's where we eat our love. But I'm operating from this system. When I was a kid, the neighborhood was crazy. Crack cocaine wasn't what it is now, no leader. That shit was still in Italy. In the corner of Bleecker Street, where I grew up, on Elizabeth, was the crack spot. Crack just hit the neighborhood. I was a little kid, 4 or 5 years old, and my father would tell, listen, if you're doing anything, you gotta go down the street. I remember one day, a dude didn't listen. We used to leave 8 baseball bats in front of the bakery. Here I am, a 4 or 5-year-old kid, watching grown men get their heads split up with baseball bats. You understand? It's about the flea, man. They put the fleas in a mason jar. Fleas can jump 3 to 6 feet. They put the lid on the mason jar. They take the lid off after 2 weeks. The fleas only jump up to the mason jar, but they can jump out. They have kids. The kids can jump out, but they only jump to the fucking mason jar until something happens. So here I am operating in this system. I operate in this system and I go in the world. I don't know how to operate. My father's involved with organized crime. I come from that stuff. I followed shooting all the same shit and then led me down a dark road. The home never vibrated in abundance. We had cool things once in a while. I went to the Super Bowl. I was exposed to really beautiful things, but then there was Christmases when dad's in jail and it's massages from mom for 15 minutes because we got no money, because we chased the dollar instead of chasing God. And this is the system I have to operate in now, man. And I don't know what to do, but I found drugs and alcohol and they made me real calm. They made me able to reset that central nervous system and me be able to be and operate in this world that I was born into that I didn't even choose.